Welcome to the South Ops Fire Weather Webcast for Wednesday, November 19th. I'm your host, Kristen Stewart. It is yet another cloudy day across much of California as the active and unsettled weather pattern continues. The storm that brought widespread rainfall to the region on Monday and Tuesday is now slowly progressing eastward into Arizona. As a result, a few light showers are lingering over portions of the Southern California mountains and deserts this morning. Drier weather will prevail today ahead of our next weather system, though it will remain quite chilly before more wet weather arrives tomorrow. Rainfall totals from the second weather system of the series were solid all around, though much less than the first storm from the weekend. During the Monday and Tuesday time frame, most areas received between a quarter inch and 1 inch of rainfall, including the higher terrain. Of course, many of the drier desert spots received less. Several localized spots in the higher terrain received totals upward of 1.5 inches to 2 inches, especially across southern Santa Barbara and Ventura counties, which got pounded in the last storm. Some desert spots also received enhanced totals from the leftover wraparound moisture yesterday. The lower snow levels with this system also brought much-needed heavy snowfall down to around 6,000 feet of elevation. This wet weather pattern is still not done with us, and we still have one more storm to get through before a drier pattern returns. The series of storms that have been battering California has brought in a much colder air mass than we have seen so far this fall, and it is here to stay through the rest of this week as this active weather pattern continues. Temperatures will remain well below normal, with mid-50s to low 60s in the valleys and high desert, and upper 30s and 40s in the lower mountains. Humidity will also remain high as this active and unsettled pattern continues. After a short little break in the action today, the next storm in the series is expected to move through the region Thursday and Friday, with much better confidence in the track of this storm. Models agree that this storm will follow the same pattern as the others, with a solid band of steady precipitation moving from north to south on Thursday and Friday. It will move pretty quickly down the coastline, with Central California being wet earlier in the day on Thursday, then Southern California from Thursday evening into Friday. Shower activity behind the main frontal band may continue through Saturday, especially over Southern California, as the storm will take a similar southern track to the storm over the weekend, though it will move quicker and not linger over the area as long as that one did, preventing a significant accumulation event. Since this is a weaker and faster moving storm, rainfall totals with this next system look light overall. It will move quite fast through Central California during the day on Thursday, so totals will likely remain under 1/2 inch for most areas. Southern California will likely receive more due to the storm hanging around over this area for a bit longer and pushing more moisture into the area. Most areas across Southern California, including the deserts, will likely receive around 1/2 inch to 1 inch, except locally upwards of 2 inches for favored upslope areas. Snow levels will remain around 6,000 feet, with solid snowfall expected in the higher mountain peaks, especially across the Southern California mountains. This upcoming storm for the end of the week looks to be the last one of the bunch, and a return of drier weather under high pressure is expected next week. Temperatures are likely to warm up a little back to near seasonal average, with valleys around 70 degrees. Though there is some uncertainty as to how much warming there will be next week, but regardless, there is high confidence in a much quieter weather pattern than this week. To no surprise, large fire potential will be non-existent for quite a while, and all classes of fuel moisture, both dead and live, will be on sharp rising trends. We should see a robust grass crop fill in across the region in the days and weeks ahead, especially once we finally get multiple days of sunshine to return to the region to kickstart growth. Even if our weather pattern trends drier in the weeks and months ahead, it is very likely that large fire potential will remain negligible all the way up until grass curing season in the late spring. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Our next webcast will be on Friday, November 21st. Have a fantastic day.